Good morning. Today is chest day, and obviously that's a very fun day. Not my favorite day, that's obviously back day. But still, that chest pump is always a lot of fun. So, I have to say I've been getting a much better sleep lately too. So my energy levels are kind of at its natural point. Still taking a pre-workout though because I like the buzzy feeling on the face, as well as it's kind of just part of the tradition, you know? But outside of that, it does help me wake up just a little bit more to get to the gym, because I didn't make any coffee today. I have plenty of coffee, don't get me wrong, but I think also the caffeine and the rhythm of naturally waking up within the hour, and then taking some pre-workout and going to the gym just puts me in the right mindset to know this is the rhythm of what we're doing. Now, pre-workout shouldn't be, no caffeine drink should be used as a substitute to let your body know to naturally wake up, because then what do you do if you have no caffeine and your body just says, hey, I'm trying to wake up here, but it can't because you didn't give it its way of dopamine of sorts. So make sure to wake up naturally first, as a lot of health experts might say. But it's not just that though. You don't want to get too used to pre-workout, because if you take it too often, your body's going to start diminishing returns, as it does with almost anything else. But I think that pre-workout does have its place in fitness. That's why I use it. I add a little bit of creatine to mine. Sometimes I'll take a fat burner first, and then I'll make my pre-workout afterwards, after I start officially waking up. There's no rules! But anyways, that's enough of me rambling. Let's get that pump at the gym today.
So I was having thoughts, as one does, and for whatever reason, I was thinking about phobias, sort of like the phobia of my cat sneaking up on me like she literally just did. More so, things like thalassophobia, I think it's called, and megalophobia, the two that are very, 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 very popular on YouTube Shorts. And I actually really have a lot of fun watching those, or really have a lot of fun watching those. More so megalophobia, because I don't find giants or things that are giant scary at all. I find them awe-inspiring. It's why I'm such a big fan of Godzilla, Gamera, Pacific Rim, things like that. Even when I drive like a naval ship or a large boat or a large building, I don't feel scared. I feel awe-inspired. Similarly to thalassophobia, I love the ocean. I love learning about the cool, weird creatures that are down there. And of course, some of them I never want to interact with, but with my vampire story, a lot of it does involve the ocean. The vampires hide in the ocean in that book, and I've been spending a lot of time studying the creatures and the habits of certain species of fish that live down there, because I want my vampires to be kind of more aquatic. So watching a lot of thalassophobia and megalophobia videos have actually been inspiring to me as of late. But when it comes to my actual phobias, I don't know what it's called, but I'm horrified of needles, so I'm never getting a tattoo, and I can't get my blood taken for donations because I will black out. And I also have globophobia, because I have actually hypersensitive hearing. So if a balloon pops near me, it will actually cause me an insane amount of pain in the ears. So that's why I do not like being around balloons or needles. I still love metal concerts though.
Now I am back home from the gym, and I have my post-workout snack. It's the same muscle milk protein powder mixed with some powdered almond butter. You know, the stuff that I said almost tastes like nothing, but
it does its job well, in my opinion, but
Some good fucking food.
still tastes pretty good overall. It's no American chicken bunker, obviously, but
Chicken flavored foodstuffs.
I still think it has a nice overall sweetness and texture, and putting it into this more pudding form helps me trick my brain into saying, okay, we're actually eating food, not just drinking a beverage. You know what I mean? But I do have one of these post-workout hydration drinks. I only got that because it's unbelievably hot outside. Like, oh my gosh. But anyway, I'm gonna chow this down. I'm gonna get ready for work. I'm gonna go to work, and then I'm gonna call it a day, and tomorrow I actually have some time off. So I'm gonna enjoy that. Anyways, I'll catch you guys later. So what did I want to talk about today? That's a good question, because I still didn't know until about now.
Piece of shit.
It's gonna be quick. I wanted to talk about posture real quick. I'm not talking about posture of politics or posture in like a philosophical kind of way. I mean like genuine posture, you know what I mean? But what I think about posture is like, I've realized that when you hold yourself up when walking, like truly walk straight up with proper form, confidence will skyrocket. Because that's how I feel. If I'm like slouching down a little bit, kind of like casually walking like this, I do not feel on top of the world, my friends. But when I'm actually upright and walking, I feel great. I feel like a man. I feel like I'm the poultrygeist of people. And I think that's something that a lot of people forget about. Like, posture doesn't just come down to your walking. It also comes down to how you sit. A lot of us sit like this when we're trying to relax, when we should be sitting up with proper form, watching our entertainment, or even if we're sitting in a squat position so that we keep those muscles activated. But yeah, I think that's something I'm trying to work on more and more, is getting better posture and form and mobility. Because once you start losing your posture, you're starting to lose you will lose your mobility over time, and then all those joints get weak, and then everything starts going bad, and then the body just starts to give up, and we don't want that. So the more we walk with proper form, the more we sit with proper form, the more we move with proper form, our body will respond better to that, obviously. That's why we need to stay mobile, we need to stay active. Obviously, the body needs time to rest and recover, so you need, like every now and again, you need to sit down, you need to lay down, you need to fall asleep, you need to get this stuff done. But we can't just be slacking off. I mean, every now and again, I'm just like, I'm done today. But that's only on every random occasion. It's not often that I do that. So really think about it. Like, are we walking with good form? It's like, especially a lot of people walk with duck feet. I try to actively think when I walk, no duck feet, no duck feet. Walking upright, toes forward, walking good stride. I feel like I'm the man. And like I said, that's a real confidence builder, and people can see that too. People can see that you're walking with confidence. People believe you got the confidence. And that's what it's all about. Or maybe I'm just trying to get myself hyped because our refrigerator's busted. How fun is that to deal with? But anyway. I'm hoping I can hear a click on at some point and everything can be right as rain and someone just accidentally left the refrigerator door open. That's what I'm hoping. Because when I opened up the freezer, it felt like cold air was coming out of it. But everything in there, like all the ice was melted and things like that, so it doesn't help that we're going through an extreme heat wave too. But anyway, really think about your posture more. I think everyone needs to. Really think about your movement form. Are you slouching forward, just kind of fumbling around, or are you walking with confidence? Are you walking the dinosaur? Open the door, get on the floor, everybody walk the dinosaur. Like I said, I love the Super Mario Brothers movie, man. I think that's a genuinely great film. That's an underrated masterpiece as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, walking with good form. It's baby steps, people. Once you start walking with good form, your form can change everywhere too. Your form, how you talk to people, how you interact, how you write, how you sleep. Baby steps. This is how it become better. Truly. But anyway, like I said, I want to keep this kind of short because I still got to make supper. And it's not as much of a fun conversation as talking about Sonic the Hedgehog's birthday. But anyway, let me see if because it sounds like it's running. That sound is coming from that. So I don't know why. I don't know, maybe it's on, but it's not actually blowing out the cold air. It's always something, right? Anyway, I gotta make myself some supper. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.